Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nicole Ashley and this is Nikki Ash Beauty, and today I am going to be trying out the new Huda Beauty Easy Blur Foundation. I picked up the shade Shortbread and that was number 200B, and I ordered it online and I did the Sephora like foundation finder to get my match, and it actually worked. I was a little scared that it wasn't going to be the right shade for me, but so far when I swatched it on my wrist, it looks good. I have not swatched it on my face yet, so we will be doing that today and doing just a little bit of a wear test. I've been traveling today. I'm back in Louisiana, and as you can see, my background is the hotel again. So my face is a little oily. I washed it this morning, but I'm not going to put on any primer or anything like that. And I'm going to try out this foundation for the next few days while I'm at work in this hot, humid atmosphere. It's even more humid here than it is in Houston. So we'll see how the foundation holds up, and I'll do check-ins throughout the day. So if that's something that interests you, continue watching and let's get started. Okay, so this has 1.5% niacinamide, weightless, comfortable, buildable blur, and it says shake well before use. Apply and blend using a sponge, brush, or fingertips. Repeat to build medium coverage as needed. And this is what the component looks like. I know I'm not the first one to review this, so you've probably already seen everyone show the component and read the claims, but just go ahead and do it again anyway. And I'm gonna squirt some on the back of my hand. Now I'm used to having a pump, so I don't know how much is too much or not enough, but this is what the foundation looks like. It is very runny, but we'll put it here on the face. Yeah, I need a little bit more. So y'all, I forgot my camera, so I'm recording on my phone this week. So hopefully it comes out okay. I've recorded on my phone before and it's not the end of the world, but I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna be here for a week this time, and usually I'm just here for a few days, and I'm so mad at myself. I just hate packing. Hate it. So I kind of waited till the last minute, and then I wasn't rushing or anything, but I was more lazy about it. So I'm gonna use my Rephr B04 brush, and this is the foundation brush. I'm not sure if this is still available on the Rephr website, but yeah, I'm going to, there is no smell to it. It just has like a makeup smell, not like a scent like a lot of Huda Beauty products have. And I have not swatched this on my face yet, so I hope this is a good match. It is hard traveling and filming, I'm not gonna lie, but this is kind of like the only time that I get to film. I mean, sometimes I can film at home. Okay, this shade is way too light in the sun. Hold on. Yes, it looks good in the camera, but I'm in front of a window, so it is natural lighting, but when I'm not looking in the camera and I'm looking in my mirror, it's light. I don't want to say it's way too light, but it's definitely light. I should have probably picked up the next shade up, but oh well. I'm not going to return it. Y'all already know I'm not going to return it. But we can make it work, because it's not, the more I look at it, I mean, it's not horribly light. I don't know. We're gonna use bronzer and blush and everything anyway, so it should be okay. So this is what the foundation is looking like. Again, I am in natural lighting, filming with my iPhone today, and it looks pretty good. It does not look blurring, and I did not use any primer. So, and my skin type is combination skin, oily, dry in some areas. It just depends where. I definitely get oily in my T-zone, but like in the corners of my nose I get really dry, but even though it's oily at the same time, it's weird. And I usually get a lot of buildup with foundation in the corner of my nose. Yeah, I need to do my eyebrows too. But yeah, this is what the foundation looks like so far. I think it looks okay. Let's go ahead and put on a full face of makeup, just to kind of get a better idea of the foundation. So I was thinking when I was getting the rest of my makeup out, I definitely think it feels a little drying on me. It doesn't feel sticky or anything like that. But if I do touch my face, you can see a little bit of the foundation on my fingertip. So it probably needs to be set with powder, which I don't always set my makeup with powder. But we are gonna use my Huda Beauty concealer. Look how nasty this is. I need to clean this. It just gets so gross. And I know I've said that before on this channel, but I still stand by it. But this is my favorite concealer. And I probably it's gonna make me even look more ghostier because of the shade. I actually keep it in a plastic bag when I travel because of how messy it gets, and it gets on everything. But still, I still love it. Next, I am going to use my Refer BO5 brush. And I am going to do the concealer with that, but I'm gonna let it settle down for a little bit. Let's do the bronzer. I'm really loving this bronzer in the shade Salt. I'm really glad I picked this up. Okay, I definitely just went too low on the cheek with the bronzer. That's okay, we'll bring it up. Oops. We can clean it up. If you ever do that, you can just take your foundation brush and just go over it. I definitely went too high, like I was adding blush. Usually I think about it. Like I always hesitate before I start putting bronzer or blush on, but I kind of just went in for it today. Yeah. So look how dark I made my cheek. So I'm just going in with that foundation brush and cleaning it up a little bit. And voila, that's a little bit better. I'm looking at the foundation in the mirror closer, and it really, you can see my pores. They're like on this side, right through here. I'm like, whoa. I don't think I could usually see my pores with makeup. With foundation, I mean, because I don't have large pores. I'm just gonna take a little bit more of this bronzer and put it in the right spot this time. And I just did light dots, as you can see. And the reason why I'm doing bronzer and letting the concealer sit is because it's good to let the concealer sit, because that is how you get more of a full coverage on your concealer. Just let your skin absorb it, and it gets a little bit thicker, and it's easier to blend too. That's what the bronzer looks like. And why did I use my foundation brush? What is wrong with me? Oh my god. Pray for me today, y'all. Pray for me. Okay. Anyway, I'm not going anywhere, so it doesn't matter. BO5 brush from Rafa, and we're just going to put in blend out, pat it, whatever you want to call it, this concealer. See what I mean? It blends out so much easier. I didn't bring any color corrector today. Ooh, this time. Oh my gosh, you guys, I forgot my my eyeshadow primer too. Oh my gosh. You would think I would be like excited to pack my makeup because I get to do videos without having to like worry about being interrupted. But I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I think because it's like, I knew I was coming out here for a week and I really just didn't want to be out here for a week away from my son and everything. Okay. So that's that. Looks good. Looks good. Okay, next we're going to set it with our Huda Beauty powder. I have the mini one. The smelly one. The scented one. And this is in Pound Cake. Ooh. This is getting everywhere. Usually I don't use this applicator, the back of the sponge. I'm gonna take this Sigma HD bronze brush because I forgot my powder brush too, and just kind of sweep the excess away. Is that what baking is, y'all? I don't even know what baking is. And I only put it in my T-zone. I did bring my little puffer thing too. You guys should see all the powder on me right now. It's crazy. We'll see how it goes. I will check in. Like I said, I'm not going to be posting this video. My first impression. Let me talk about my first impressions as I wipe all this powder off of me. My first impressions of this foundation by Huda Beauty is that it's a little too light for my skin tone, which is not anyone's fault but my own. But to be fair, when I wanted to go to Sephora to swatch and see which shade I should get, but none of the stores around me had it in stock. But for some reason, they were able to do like the delivery one. So I did Sephora delivery. So that's kind of my excuse for not getting the right shade. But like I said, we can make it work, right? With bronzer and blush and everything like that. So it's not a huge deal. I feel like I can see my pores for sure. It's more drying on my skin, I feel like. On this side, I can't see my pores too much like I can on this side. It is drying, like I said. It looks a little dry on me. So I think tomorrow, when I get ready for work, I'm going to use the foundation again, but I'm going to use like a hydrating, like look right here on my mustache area. It just looks dry. But I am going to use a primer. And see how like my nose does not take foundation that well. Like right here on my nose, I feel like there's no foundation. But yeah, that's kind of, we'll just see what it does really. But like I said, it feels a little drying, a little powdery looking. So far it's not my favorite foundation ever. I will do a follow-up video for you guys on this foundation and we will go from there. I will see you soon. Bye-bye. Hey everyone, so it's been about 5 hours since I put on the foundation. I'm doing my final check-in for today. I'm gonna take it off because I'm going to bed, and I will redo it again tomorrow. But let's take a look at what we got going on. Well, we obviously have a little bit of foundation removal here because I was wearing glasses today. Overall, I think it's looking really good. It didn't even like cake up or crease in my chin. My nose area looks good. I mean, I'm pleasantly surprised. Not that I did anything extraneous, but we'll see how it goes tomorrow. See you later. Bye. And today is day 2 of the wear test for the Huda Beauty Easy Blur Foundation. So I did want to try something different today. On my first half of the video, I didn't use any primer, and I had done my skincare earlier that morning, and then hours had passed. So today I want to do half and half. Well, I did all primer all over, but I want to apply half with a sponge and half with a brush on my face and see the difference. So, and then again, I'll check in throughout the day for a wear test. I'm going to place some on the back of my hand. I am filming in natural lighting today. I am sitting in front of a window. Now, don't forget, this shade is a little too light on me. Did you guys see that One Size was coming out with a new foundation? I think it's coming out on the 23rd of the month, and I'm totally picking that up because it's full coverage, and I think it's more matte. I've seen some reviews already from like people who are on their PR list, and it looks really good. So I'm gonna definitely check that out when it gets released, because I do love foundation. Okay, so this is the side with the foundation. It doesn't look as pale in the camera as it does in person. And then this is the side without foundation. As you can see, I have a little bit of breakout right here, and then all my freckles. Okay, now let's do the side with the brush. The one negative about this foundation, which is not anything to do with the actual performance of the foundation, is that I think it's gonna go quickly just because of the dispensing mechanism of it versus like a pump versus a squeezy tube. I feel like you use more product, even though they're usually all 1 FL, 1 ounce, I think foundation is in the bottle. And here is the side with the sponge and the side with the using a brush. I don't think you can tell a difference. Okay, and I will pop back in throughout the day to check in. See you soon. Bye. Hey everyone, so I am on hour 7 of wearing the foundation, and I think it's looking really, really good. Honestly, I see no issues. A little oily in my T-zone, and I did powder my whole face, but not too bad. I mean, overall, I think it's looking really, really good, and I am happy with it. It has worn off a little bit around the mustache area because I bite my lips and I bite my cheeks and I go like this or like that when I'm doing it, so it's rubbed off a little bit, but that's not the foundation's fault, that's my fault. So yeah, that's my 7-hour check-in, and I'll be back later tonight. Bye. Okay, here's my last check-in for the day. It's been about it is like 6:30 right now, and I put on the makeup at 8:30 this morning. I did do an eye look for another video, so sorry about that. But yeah, let's check out the foundation. This is my final check-in. Overall, my final thoughts are, I really am happy with the foundation. My first impressions of it weren't great, but you know, after doing a 2-day wear test, I'm really happy with it. I did set the foundation today with powder. I'm curious what it's going to be like if I don't set it with powder, but I don't see any creasing in my chin area, no crustiness around the nose. It just looks really smooth overall. And don't mind the lip area and the chin area because I do bite my cheeks, like I said, so it rubbed off a little bit. But again, that's not the foundation's fault. I highly recommend this foundation if you're looking for a new foundation. Like I said, I do have combination skin, just depending where, leaning more towards the oily side in general. But I think if you have dry skin, you would not like this foundation though. That's just my opinion, or you would have to moisturize pretty well because I think it dries, the way it dries down to like a powdery finish, I think maybe it would look a little bit cakier on dry skin, but that's just my opinion. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and until then, I will see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.